This is the story of Tory Moore. Born in 1991, Tory was born and raised in Montgomery County. Now, it's not a lot on his childhood, but it is documented that he was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia in his 20s. Around early 2021, Tory met 25-year-old Denise Middleton. Now, Denise had just graduated cosmetology school and she was on her way to becoming a professional hairstylist. And about a year later, the two not only decided to make their relationship official, they also decided to move together. They got an apartment in Silver Spring, Maryland. And around spring of that same year, Denise discovered that she was pregnant and she was happy about this. But she was even more happy when she found out her baby was a boy. She was texting her family saying that she couldn't wait to be a boy mom. She even named the baby Ezekiel. But the excitement didn't last long because by mid 2022, the relationship had turned hostile. Tory had become extremely paranoid. He was isolating Denise from her family. And by late September, Denise's family noticed that all her communication had stopped. Tory was controlling her phone calls. She was not allowed to talk to outsiders unless Tory agreed to it. On October 9th, 2022, at around 7 p.m., the couple returned home from an outing. In the lobby of the apartment, they started to argue. The argument turned physical when Tory aggressively forced Denise inside of the elevator. She's 8 months pregnant at this point, and it was another gentleman trying to get on the elevator, and Tory said no, pushed that man right on out of the elevator and said, "Catch the next one." When the elevator got to the seventh floor, you can tell that Denise did not want to get out that elevator, but Tory was kind of forcing her with his hand gestures. When the two got to their apartment, the arguing continued. It got so bad that Tory pulled out his gun. Now, when Denise seen the gun, she started to run. He put 7 bullets in her back. Denise and her baby died instantly, and Tory went to the refrigerator, grabbed himself an iced tea, and left the apartment. On the surveillance camera, you can see him just drinking his tea, casually walking out of the building. He fled the state because he's thinking that somebody heard the shots and the police are going to be coming. So he made his way to Washington, D.C. And while he's there, he's Googling, how long does it take for a body to decay? How can I move a dead body without someone looking? Then he decides to go further south to distance himself. So he made his way to North Carolina. But North Carolina was still too close. So he bought himself a bus ticket and went clear across the country to the West Coast, California. Now, while he's in California, he's seeing that there's no warrant out for his arrest. Nobody's looking for Denise. So on November 4th, he made his way back to Silver Spring. Tory returned to his apartment, moved Denise's body into the room, and put a blanket over it and started living his life like just went on with his life like nothing ever happened. He's coming home, he's eating, he's sleeping, he's in and out of the apartment, just like things are normal. It wasn't until 26 days later on December 8th when Tory decided to go to the gas station directly across the street from his apartment to get an iced tea. Now he's banned from this gas station. He actually got banned in October. He got banned because he don't know how to motherfucking act. So he walked himself right back in this gas station on December 8th. Now he went to go get his iced tea and came up to the counter to pay. And I don't know what escalated. I don't know if the clerk noticed that it was him and that he wasn't supposed to be there, but it turned physical quick. Tory started picking up merchandise and throwing it at the clerk. The clerk picked up a metal pole from behind the counter and trying to defend himself, so he started swinging it at Tory. Tory backed up, reached in his vest, and pulled out his gun. He shot the clerk 3 times. The first time, the clerk dropped. He then, as you can see, reached behind the counter and shot 2 more times. The clerk died on the scene, but Tory grabbed his tea and casually walked out the store and walked back to his apartment. Mind you, while all this happened, people are actively in and out of the store. Everybody's seen him. Plus, the cameras at that gas station was 4K. With all that evidence, plus him being banned from the store, Tory was easy to track down. At 6 a.m. on December 9th, the SWAT team was knocking down his door. And what was he doing? Sleeping peacefully in his bed. When SWAT knocked down the door, that smell hit them. They was not expecting to find the mummified body of Denise. They coming to arrest him for a shooting at the gas station. So they can't believe their eyes. Tory was immediately arrested and charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. They included his unborn child as well. And in interrogation, he had told the detectives that an intruder killed Denise while he was away. He said that it was not him. Never mind the fact that the bullets were a match to the same gun that you had that was laying on the bed when SWAT bust in your apartment. He pled not guilty by reason of insanity, and he had 2 trials, one for the gas station clerk, which started in May of 2024, and one for Denise, which started in November of 2024. And during his trial, he kept trying to push the schizophrenia. He kept trying to push that he was just not right in the head, and they rejected that shit. During the trial with Denise, it had came out that her father was actively looking for her. When Tory had fled the state and just left her body there, her father actually went to the apartment and knocked on the door, tried to handle, and the door had opened. He just did not enter the apartment. On May 30th, 2025, he received 3 consecutive life sentences. His ass will not be getting out, and rightfully so, because anybody who could just live with a decaying corpse is insane to me. You going to sleep, waking up, cooking, eating, sharing, like it's nothing. Like this is normal. I'm afraid of you. And the people in the apartments, y'all didn't smell nothing? What y'all think, Yellow Tape?